Hello, everybody. I'm Sofia with Frank, Jacob, Lydia, and Thomas, and we're Team 5485.
The
GorillaBots! Today we're going to discuss the various awards that can be given out in FTC. This is going to be part one of a three-part podcast series covering these, since there's so much to say on the efforts your team can make to be recognized. For today's episode, we'll cover the basics: what qualifies you for an award, the awards your team can receive in each basic team category, and how to get the awards for your team. To begin, we'll start with how you qualify for each award, and briefly go over what areas each award covers.
A quick disclaimer, if you hear any weird sounds, that's construction because we are a robotics team.
In order to get an award, according to the FTC Game Annual for the 2022-2023 season, a team must submit an engineering portfolio detailing what efforts your team has made in that awards category. Hey Thomas, what's an engineering portfolio?
Well, an engineering portfolio is a 15-page document summarizing what your team has done in building, programming, outreach, and all that stuff throughout the year. And it basically is a prerequisite to get any of the awards.
Thanks. So now let's briefly go over some of the awards you can get in FTC. Keep in mind, we're not covering all of them in this episode.
Yes, so first up is the Think Award. So to get this, a team has to submit an engineering portfolio with engineering content. In order to win this, teams have to think of creative solutions to engineering problems offered in the season's game through an innovative design and build process. What this means is that teams should focus on having a coherent way of going about things that's both effective and efficient. So to be considered for this, a team will also need to outline how their design and build processes work in their portfolio.
All right, well,
Let's discuss it.
Let's discuss that award.
And how we have...
We won it last year.
Yeah, we won that award last year. For those of you that don't know.
Yes.
For those of you that don't follow our team religiously.
Yes. Yeah.
So, the Think Award is a lot about your design process and how well you plan everything throughout the season, and of course how well you can communicate that primarily through your portfolio.
Last year we used Google Docs a lot and Slack. We took a lot of photos. We explained them a lot. We used Google Keep to post the photos, and then you could add like a description to said photos, and then we put all those in a Google Doc and we printed it out and we put it in our notebook. As kind of to keep track of our design process.
Yeah, it's important that you have a set engineer. I mean, obviously for your team to be successful, you have to have a design process and a build process. But for this award, it's critical that you outline the steps that you take to achieve the goal that you set with this plan.
Yeah. And then one other important part of the Think Award is how you're using math and engineering principles in your game plan and your strategizing and design. So specifically math you use. For example, we did a lot of math, some advanced math on the last year on calculating the optimal speeds for rotating the duck wheel. And
You personally did a lot of
I
math.
personally did.
I don't think the rest of us did much.
And there were other teams, like our sister teams, that, in another way to demonstrate your thinking, did a lot of experimentation on how the duck falls off given different positions and different speeds. So both are great ways to show how you're thinking and using engineering principles in your design.
Why don't we discuss the Connect Award now?
Okay, let's discuss the Connect Award. All right. So the Connect Award is a very outreach-focused award. It basically, as an FTC team, you guys will be doing a lot of outreach, which is basically just establishing connections with the scientific community and fostering the love of STEM in your local community. So last year we established a great connection with our local Science and Discovery Center.
Woo, shout out.
Shout out, yeah. And basically what we do for them is we help them with their volunteering opportunities. Like we help run their summer camps.
We make kits for the kids.
Yes, make scientific kits for the children. And basically, what they do is they promote us, and we help them, and it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And we also want to, like I said earlier, foster the love of robotics and of the message of FIRST. So what we do is we mentor FLL teams as well. And if you don't know what FLL is, it's the First Lego League, where kids smaller than us or younger than us go to do some robots. Sometimes, yeah. And it's a great experience because we get to kind of like mentor them and teach them, and it's awesome. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the Connect Award is basically focused around that. You have to detail that in your portfolio and basically say what you did throughout the year with all of this outreach and stuff. And if you do it well, if you summarize it well, and you did a lot of outreach that's productive and effective, then you're in good shape to get this award, I guess.
Yeah.
We do a lot of outreach here.
Yes. And outreach really has I'd say 3 main branches. Reaching out to other people in the community and bring them into STEM. So like our FLL team mentorship. And then there's also bringing in experts in the STEM fields, like engineering, and bringing them in to mentor you. So building connections in the STEM world. And then finally, reaching out within FIRST to like other FTC teams, which we done some of, and sharing your knowledge and perspectives with each other.
Yes. I'm going to make a bad metaphor now.
Hey.
Yeah! All right, the STEM world is, wait for it, it's a chain, okay? And we're one of the links in this chain. And above us, there are those who are more STEMmy than us, right?
STEMmy.
Like, I don't think we mentioned this, but we also brought in a bunch of like experts in their fields, like engineers and all that stuff, to help guide us with our robot building. That's outreach as well, because we reached out to them and they helped us, right? So above us are those people, like the people with the degrees. Yeah. And then we below us, I guess below us are those that we help out. So it's a mutual chain link of helping in STEM, and that's kind of how you want to do your outreach. You want to get the top chain and the bottom in the chain. Look, you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
All throughout the chain, there's just the love of STEM.
Yes, it's a
radiating.
STEM chain.
STEM chain.
They say chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
That's a quote of the day right there.
That was good.
That is the description of the podcast.
Yes. So let's move on to talking about the Innovate Award.
Innovation.
Alright, so the Innovate Award is, it's rather self-explanatory. It's about how well a team can
Innovate.
It's how well a team can make ideas and actually bring them to fruition. So, last year we had these slides, which I'm pretty sure we didn't use them ever until last year, like Mizumi.
Yes, we did incorporate a new slide structure.
Yeah.
Stringing.
And so that was a form of innovation, which we threw onto our documentation last year. Yeah.
And yes, Innovate Award is about innovation. You're
out of the box thinking.
out of the box thinking.
Amazing.
It's about like a the coolness factor of your robot, like
Bringing great ideas from concept to reality.
I'm gonna use a metaphor again.
Alright.
You are at a track meet.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. And there's a hurdle in front of you. Okay. All right. So the other teams, right? They're jumping over the hurdle like normal, right? And some of them fall and they don't get back up again. But we help them out through gracious professionals.
Exactly.
We stop the race and we help them. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Okay? The point is everyone else is jumping over these hurdles the same way. But if you do a backflip, right, land on your feet and win the race, right, that's overcoming that challenge, but in a unique way, right? And in a very cool way. That's what
Yes.
judges are looking
That's what the
Yes.
creativity. It's
Yeah.
a creative way to get over that.
Creativity
hurdle.
and effectiveness. So
Mhm.
only do the backflip if it shaves a second off your time.
Yeah.
And, you know, just very out of the box thinking.
Uh-huh.
That's really, yeah, like you said, like if you were to go over a hurdle by doing a backflip, you know, you're not going to see many people do that. That's pretty out of the box.
Yeah.
So just very out of the box thinking.
Yes.
So that is the innovative work. A single good attachment, a single good component, and a good that's creative, innovative, and effective.
Yes. Well, I hope this was informative,
Uh-huh.
and thank you all for listening to our podcast, and we
Thank-
hope to see you for part 2 and 3 and all of our other podcast episodes.
Yes.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Outro.